Today I'm going to be doing an oil change on the Hyundai Santa Fe. It's a 2020 model. I believe I have 67,000 miles on it and it's ready for its oil change. But what we're going to be doing is collecting an oil sample, and I'm going to be sending that off to Blackstone Labs to see what the results are as far as where it goes, and using Walmart's Supertech synthetic oil, because there's people that are saying that that oil, well, they don't agree with it because it's Walmart. If you take a look at it, though, if you take a look at the back and check it, all of the API service SP, um, it has all of the qualifications and approvals, the AIPSP and the ILSAC. Um, all them approvals are on there that you can, anyone will suggest you use, you can use it. The same thing you're going to get with Mobile One. I use both, but this is to compare it, see what it comes out to. I'll be doing an oil change one of my other vehicles soon that does use the Mobile One, and we'll compare the results. But let me get into this. Okay, Blackstone Labs, they're going to send you out a box. It's going to have their return baggie in there. It'll have some brief instructions. And all they say is do your best not to start the engine right before the sampling, but it's okay, not a big deal. They send you this form to fill out, engine make, model, all that stuff for them. So they can then, here is your sample kit. They even give you a date reminder to stick in your window. Comes with a bag. Here's your sample container. And they say once you start draining it, when it's about 50% halfway through that's drained, to collect your oil sample. That'll go in this bag. They give you a absorbent mat to stick in, so if there's any oil, it will not leak out. And you just pop that in bag, pop it back in, put it in their baggie, and it's already postage marked, and send it off to them. Let me check on the pricing. All right, here it shows that it's $35. They want you to send a credit card or a check with it. It also says you can pay for it right on their website. So those are your options. The rest is self-explanatory, filling it out and just sending it off. We're going to get started on that. One other thing I'd like to mention, I'm using the oil filter. It's the Honda Kia. They're both the same, but one of the reasons I'm using this, I don't know if the off-the-shelf Rams or whatever are going to be the same, but they have a 50 to 100 pound relief valve in them, a bypass valve, so that you're running through this filter at 50 to 100 pounds. Naturally, you don't want to get too high and stop filtering your oil, but most filters you'll see out there, Frams or whatever, if you look them up, some of them are only at 5 psi. You're sitting there at an idle, it's not even pumping any oil through your filter, it's just bypassing. So something later on to go through. I'll look up a few different oil filters and we'll go through that. Let's get started on this. Okay, I checked. The vehicle has 6,500 miles on it. You can see the full notches right here. So I'm going to go ahead and check this before we start. Let's see if we get a better focus. There we go. You can see it's just below the dot here. So it's virtually used, geez, I mean, maybe ounces, 4 ounces or something. And this is at 67,000 miles. Okay, let's get this prepared. I've already cracked the nut loose. I'm sure I'm going to get doused. We'll let about half drain. Get this under there. That should be good enough. No, not too bad. That should be all that's to it. I think what they're doing is just to make sure you don't pick up the majority oil right off the bottom of the pan. Let's get this pulled out. Okay, oil sample is complete. I left it about to there just to give it some headroom. Put her in their plastic baggie. I'll get this filled out and sent away and wait for these results and go over them.